they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher.
Today, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by a man making a remarkable return to the football field. It is Alex Smith.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Let's go!
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Open man here, Sam's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their 1st-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And this one caught by Max Williams. so is this one.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the
21st carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 17 carries, 65 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to power through. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football. Yeah, it wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Washington first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the red zone now, Smith. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing again, Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Takes over first and 10. At their own.
Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he's been out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. From the gun, here's Smith. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Smith. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Let's show that play!
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Leads to second and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray with a 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray, being chased out left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, left side, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and...
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Operating from the gun, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, You can't have those kind of plays.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For the last few seasons, it's almost been sport for us in the media to see if Larry Fitzgerald was going to call it quits and cap off what I believe is a Hall of Fame career. But now he's entered season number 17, second on the all-time receptions list, just 171 catches behind Jerry Rice. And maybe he's...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st and 10, Smith. The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has retaken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his 1st year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
To throw is Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneous. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook? No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Washington 21.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, it's a win here in their home opener.